Hello and welcome to another edition of the Unconventional Grower. I'm plot 14 somewhere in the big wide world. In today's video we'll be collecting the hugging load of apples that's fallen from that there tree. There's a couple down the bottom there that's also fallen. Likewise here, just a couple there. And we'll be getting done a potato harvest, so let's get to it. As you can see, the apples now off the bloody ploughman, absolute hugging loads. They're just dropping like crazy, and these are pretty fresh as well. You can tell because the skin grows quite leathery if they're like, I mean that's a bit obvious, but the skin goes quite leathery. But these are all good ones, so I'm going to collect these up, probably have a snack as well. As fresh as out, those apples. There's one over there just on the path, there's a couple down there as well. We'll just have a quick gander on what's going on in each of these box houses before I get into the whys and the wherefores of picking. Of course, yeah, if you remember last time we scattered a number of seeds. We're going to just see what happens, and we're not going to seed this at all. I think we're just going to leave it for nature to do its thing. Right, apple and apple time. So I'm just dipping the top compost bay, just putting in the dead sunflower, just having a look at the job up here. Now I decided to have a look at the potato that's growing up here, and look at that. That is a beast. And I've noticed there's another one. I don't think it'll be as big, but mind saying that, he says it's not as big. That is absolutely humongous in comparison. That's pretty decent, isn't it? And there's another, not as big. I do fear sometimes that they'll have a load of slug marks in them and start rotting, but this is what happens, you see. This is nutritional compost. Now these are little scrubby things, but they are alright for in the air fryer or in the grit under the in the oven. I'm going to come back to them. I'm wandering off as if I've done the job. I haven't. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I can't get over that. That is monstrous. Monster. So that's the efforts from the compost heap. Now I just washed the big one. You can see a few slug balls there just starting to get in, so we've definitely picked these at the right time. Right, I'm going to head off down the bottom end. I've still got another potato in the compost heap here, which I'll harvest probably in a couple of weeks' time. That one just there. We'll see what's happened there. Right, we'll head down the bottom and we'll make a start with that harvest. Just whilst we're on the potato harvest, I've noticed a little spot here that had got a potato plant that was just dying off. Again, real decent sized potatoes there, one or two blemishes as you'd expect this time of the year as things start to get really wet and cold, and this is into the soil as well. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to leave that one in there just to come again next year. So again, not a bad little harvest there for volunteers. So that's the harvest of potatoes. There's a decent half bag in there, just from 2 plants in this bed, just in this corner. There's still a plant here to be harvested, and an entire bed here still to go at. So I'm a bit concerned that the slugs might get at them. Now the weather's really has turned quite cold today, about 6-7 degrees, and it's the time of the year when the clocks go back tonight. So yes, quite a depressing time of year. Nevertheless, there's still quite a lot to be done in the plot. I've just given this a little quick tidy. The Williams pair there, just as the leaves are a beautiful colour, beautiful colour. I think I'll make a start taking some of these little weedy things out. Oh, look at that, another potato that's surfaced there. That was just sprouting. Well, these will never do anything. I'll keep these ones in. These might do something. This one certainly's got some promise. I'm a bit disappointed with this bed, really. I did expect more, but there you have it. You can't win them all. Just as I'm round this side of the plot, just giving it a bit of a weed, there's 1 or 2 blackberries that are still pumping out, so I'm going to just harvest those, and then I'm going to head down and get the raspberries. As you can see, just getting the last remainders of the autumnal raspberries. It's quite a harvest on here, to be fair, so I'll get those harvested and then take a picture afterwards. Right, that just about does it for the plot. I'm going to head off home now. I've got 1 or 2 bits and pieces of work that needs to be done there. I'll give you a bit of a view of the quince and some of the bulbs that need to get in. Just as I see 1 or 2 late raspberries there that's avoided the harvest earlier on. So yes, right, join me back at the house, and we'll do a few bits there. I'm now just round the quince tree in the garden, just to harvest the last remaining fruits that's on the trees, and they've done really well this time, and they've not got that bitterness on them either. I'll just take this one off. That's not too bad. Just put that down there on the floor. Yeah, so these have been really good fruiting this time, so happy days. Also now in the greenhouse at the house, we've got tomatoes that are just now finishing off. Still 1 or 2 green ones pumping out, the odd red one. I've got the lemongrass just in the background there. Rogue chard growing just there. A couple of chards actually. I don't know quite what that plant is there that seems to be fruiting, but the odd tomato still going strong. So we'll keep these going for another couple of weeks, and then we'll get them out. 1 or 2 Cape gooseberries just there. I think we've got a couple of peas growing here just as an experiment to see what they do at this time of the year. And just down the bottom, a cucumber as well. So all in all, not a bad season in the greenhouse. I've now just put a load of compost down in half of the the bed. Got the russet apple just coming on nicely, just finishing off, and a mixed array of bulbs have gone into this bit. I'm going to have to get some more for the other section, but just to do so, and look at this, the tree strawberry it's called. It has no flavour whatsoever, completely edible but no flavour, but really good, really nice to look at this time of season. Delightful. So as we finish admiring the tree strawberries, that just about brings us to the end of a new video. So thank you for watching. Join us again soon.